Welcome to your first day at the Mississippi Alliance of Nonprofits and Philanthropy. My name is J Beatty, and I'm going to be walking with you throughout your onboarding process here at the Alliance. We have a lot of information to cover over the next week or so as you learn more about the organization as a whole, about your individual job, and about how we work together as a team. Today, I just want to give you some basic background information about the Alliance, and then I want to dive into what your specific role will be within the organization as a whole. So, first things first, what is the Alliance? Well, the mission of the Alliance is to serve, build capacity, and foster collaboration among and between Mississippi's nonprofit and philanthropic communities. Our vision for that is that the Mississippi Alliance of Nonprofits and Philanthropy would see effective and efficient nonprofit and philanthropic organizations throughout the state working together to improve the lives of people and communities of Mississippi. We're all about helping nonprofits and philanthropies work together to solve problems and build stronger communities, families, and children across Mississippi. We at the Alliance, we support nonprofits and philanthropy through 5 C's. The first of those C's is capacity building. Now, capacity building at the Alliance looks like several different things. It looks like training, which is individual classes that cover a wide array of content linked to one of the 12 principles and standards for nonprofit and philanthropic excellence. We also have Excellence in Action, also known as EIA, and we talk in Excellence in Action is a certification that benefits nonprofits and benefits funders. We have various learning tracks that are Alliance programs that develop specific skill sets and knowledge for nonprofit professionals. We provide support tools and resources such as GuideStar, Foundation Directory Online, ACE portfolios, diagnostic tools for organizations. We also provide consulting, and we're in the process of launching the Innovations Lab, which you'll learn more about over the next few days. The second of our 5 C's is convening. We bring all of our members together quarterly for our members meeting where we gather around and we talk about issues in the nonprofit and philanthropic world. We have executive director roundtables from across the state. We have coffee and conversations with the Alliance, which is a time for nonprofits to come gather around, have some coffee, and to just talk about the day-to-day ins and outs of what is happening in the nonprofit sector. We have affinity groups that are focused on specific issues, and we have regional forums that we host throughout the year. The third C is collaborating, and that happens through our affinity groups, the Hub Network, and strategic partnerships. Over the next few days, you're going to learn more about what that collaboration looks like at the Alliance. The fourth C is connecting. We provide resources, the principles and standards documents, custom research, the funders directory online for organizations to locate grants. We host webinars about various topics that impact both the nonprofit and philanthropic communities. And we do reports for nonprofits and philanthropic community. This includes our annual report and various research components that you'll have a chance to meet with our research specialist over your next week here. And finally, the 5C is communicating. This communication at the Alliance happens through weekly emails, the monthly newsletter, social media, website, and various publications that go out throughout the year. Those are the 5C's that we use to accomplish that we use to support nonprofits and philanthropic organizations working together in Mississippi. Your role as the Central Mississippi Hub Director is very unique in that you are housed in the Alliance. You are one of 8 Hub Directors across the state of Mississippi. You have 10 counties that you will oversee, and in those 10 counties, there are over 8,000 active nonprofits. Now, that might sound a little intimidating, but don't run off screaming just yet. These nonprofits, your responsibility to these nonprofits is to help them, to support them in their volunteer efforts. So you are essentially a matchmaker, as to say, between the volunteers and the nonprofit organizations or the volunteer opportunities that they would have. So, as the Central Hub Director, you will do lots of networking events. You will be out in the community getting to know the nonprofit organization, finding out what their needs are for volunteers, finding out what their needs are for training and capacity building, and figuring out how the Alliance can better support all nonprofits across your region as a whole. Now remember, you have 10 counties and you are one of 8 hub directors. So there are 7 other hub directors that have different counties across the state of Mississippi. You and the other hub directors will have numerous chances across the year to get together and collaborate, come up with plans, brainstorm on how best to go about serving nonprofits and what the Alliance can do to better serve nonprofits. This might sound like a lot of information to take in at one time, but trust me, this is just a brief overview, and we're going to dive in and make sure that you know exactly what it is that you're supposed to do and what your job entails over the next week or two. You're going to learn the ins and outs of the Alliance and get to meet so many great people who work here. I'm so excited that you're going to be on board, and welcome to the team.